Hello, our SeptaSOAREous.
I'm Septa.
I'm Soar, and this is us. And today, I need you. All of you. We're checking out I Need You by BTS. We were told that we should check it out before we do the next Rise of Bangtan.
Exactly. So that's what we're doing.
Here we are, checking it out. We did look at the lyrics on Dual Set.
Yes. And we definitely hear a lot more teenage love structure here. It's one of those teenage romances where one person has a lot more feelings for the other one than the other.
Yeah. And I feel like that can happen often in like young relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you really know what you're looking for. Not everybody understands their emotions very well. So, you could be with someone and you're telling each other that you love them, but they might not understand that it's not like a full love, and it's more of like, other emotions, more of like a friendship or like a deep care for someone.
Yeah.
And they misunderstood it and thought it was love, and then it gets all confusing and stuff. Of course, that happens to people when they're older as well. I just feel like it's less likely because once you're older, you understand yourself and your emotions better. And
yeah, you can pick up a lot more on like the cues that it wouldn't work out with someone. So you're less likely to drag them along and say that you're dating when you're really not. Now, a lot of people are way more comfortable with like situationships.
Yes.
And things where there isn't actually like a commitment of boyfriend, girlfriend. So it's mainly like junior high and high school where like you're dating someone, but then they completely ignore you all the time or something.
Yeah.
Because maybe they just even feel uncomfortable about it.
Mm-hmm.
They just feel uncomfortable and embarrassed or shy. So then they just don't respond.
Yes.
Or and they don't want to be with you physically because it makes them feel funny physically.
Yes. Yep. Exactly.
So that's a lot of what I'm hearing in these lyrics. The guy's just like, I know I shouldn't be with you because it never ends up well and you only hurt my feelings, but I still have these feelings for you. And every time I see you, I can just think about how beautiful you are.
Yeah. And it's kind of like it seems like feelings strung along a little bit, because then there's also the kind of mentioning, be like, just say that you don't love me. That's all I need to hear. Like, literally just tell me to F off and I will, and I'll move on. But you haven't said it. So like, I'm still here hoping that maybe, which is also the thing that happens. So yeah, that's kind of what we got from the lyrics, at least.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm really interested to see, because I think this is the video that was teased in the last video for Rise of Bangtan. And I remember thinking it looked really cool. So I'm excited.
Yeah. So let's check it out. So satisfying.
I know. Oh.
Beautiful.
I know. I was like, the way his hair moved.
Yeah.
They all got their sad eyes on,
I
guys.
know. It's so sad.
Are we burning love letters right now?
너 때문에 나 이렇게 망가져 그만할래 이제 나 안 가져 못하겠어 뭐 같아서 제발 핑계 같은 건 삼가져 네가 나한테 이름 안
Excuse me, sir. Ooh.
Ooh.
Whoa, way.
goes round and round. 나 왜 자꾸 돌아오지 하고 down and down. 이쯤 되면 내가 바보지. 나 무슨 짓을 해봐도 어쩔 수가 없다고. 분명 내 심장 내 맘 내 가슴인데 왜 말을 안 하냐고. 또 혼자 말았네. 또 혼자 말았네. 또 혼자 말았네. 또 혼자 말았네. 넌 아무 말 안 해. 하셔봐 내가 잘할게. 하늘은 또 파랗게. 하늘은 또 파랗게. 하늘이 파래서 햇살이 빛나서 내 눈물이 더 잘 보이나 봐. 왜 나는 너인지 왜 하필 너인지 너를 떠날 수가 없는지. I need you girl. 왜 혼자서
Why are they beating up
I
JK,
don't know.
bro?
I'm having problems with that.
I don't like it.
왜 다칠 거라면서 자꾸 네가 필요해. I need you girl. 나를 깨워. I need you girl. 너무 차가워. I need you girl. I need you girl. I need you girl. Girl, 차라리 헤어지자고 해줘. Girl, 사랑이
That's a cool shot.
아니었다고 해줘. 내겐 그럴 용기가 없어. 내게 마지막 선물을 줘. 더는 돌아갈 수 없도록.
Is that supposed to be like stepdad or something?
I don't know.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Oh my god, bro!
Murder is happening.
Oh my god!
I need you girl. 왜 혼자 사랑하고 혼자서만 이별해. I need you girl. 왜 다칠 거라면서 자꾸 네가 필요해. I need you girl. 왜 혼자 사랑하고
V, why'd you...
혼자서만 이별해. I need you girl. 왜 다칠 거라면서 자꾸 네가 필요해. I need you girl. I need you girl.
Oh, that's sick.
I need you girl. I need you girl. I need you girl.
Okay,
What just happened,
yeah,
guys?
what did just happen? Like, okay, look, the lyrics are one thing, right?
Yeah,
They
but
were
that music
telling-
video is a whole different
Yeah,
thing.
I was like, the lyrics were definitely telling a story, but what in the world
Okay.
happened?
Yeah, and I'm getting a lot of thoughts on things that I saw,
Yeah.
and I know that a lot of the words we cannot say on YouTube. I got references to the S word that is not sadness, but usually caused by sadness.
Mm-hmm.
And then the M word with the glass bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just when you're straight shivving him, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
there were the pills
Yeah, there's the pills, and then
in the bathtub,
I was gonna
which
say,
both
exactly,
have
bathtub.
heavy S connotations
and then
to them.
J-Hope on the bridge.
Yes.
You can also do that with bridges. Yeah, it was everywhere. The only one that I'm not sure, I mean, there's RM, and his was not as straightforward to me. And then there was the bed catching on fire, obviously.
Yeah, there was the whole flame situation, which I know it has something to do with. Is this the beginning of the BU? Is that what's happening right now?
I think so, actually, because at the beginning, remember, there was the...
you said A Beautiful Life...
Part 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
So I think it is the beginning. I think this is like entering that realm. Maybe this is what triggers all of it. Maybe that's why we're so like, wait a minute.
Because it's the beginning of all these separate storylines.
Yes.
Which could explain why our brains are just kind of exploding right now.
Because is fake love part of that?
Yeah.
Because that would make sense with the fire and all the imagery and all that stuff. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And people said that the fire is a recurring theme in the BU as well. It was so much though, guys. And then at one point there was writing on the mirror, but I don't know what it said. And I know that they always put meaning in with that.
I felt so bad about a lot of that was happening there. And I did like how it was they were all together, and then it showed just all the struggles that everyone was going through.
Yeah, so when they're together, it's just like the fun of youth. Just being goobers with your friends, making a mess, eating at a fast food restaurant, maybe going bowling, like joyriding in your car, like all of the silly, crazy things you do as a teenager with all your friends.
Yeah.
But then, like, behind closed doors, everybody's got their own struggle that they're going through. Going back to the M-word scene, I wish it was more clear what was happening in that scene. I know the older man was being abusive towards the woman. I could not tell if that was supposed to be his love interest, his sister, or his mother.
I know. That's what I was wondering, too.
But either way, he went to defend her.
When you get, like, stuck in positions like that, what else are you supposed to do?
Yeah.
Or at least that's how you feel, and then things like that happen.
Yeah, especially when kids are involved.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Because they try to find, like, the only way to escape the situation, and it can seem like ending something could be the only way to escape that situation. That one was really heavy and sad because it does happen. And then there was the pills part.
Yeah, which has to do with depression.
Yes.
And then there's, the bathtub.
I was really scared about what they were going to show in that bathtub scene.
Yeah, there's, specific things you could definitely have shown.
I know,
I'm glad
and
didn't.
I know, me too, because I probably would have had to cry at that point.
But yeah, that struck me as more depression. J-Hope, his was very depressing as well. Jungkook just getting beat up.
And wasn't J-Hope the one
maybe.
that took the pills and then he walked on the bridge?
I don't know.
And
it went too quickly, but I'm assuming that is why he passed out on the bridge. Yeah. And also, I want to point out really quickly, I don't have all my timelines completely correct, but I think it was the last Rise of Bangtan. They were talking about how J-Hope was getting bullied for how he looks.
Mm-hmm.
So in this video, I don't know if it's a response to it, as like. That's how he's feeling because he was touching his face, and I don't know if that was like kind of like a call towards that or what. But either way, that's how I took it, and it made me really sad.
I know, it made me really sad too.
I guess like for RMs, because I was trying to figure out like kind of what he was trying to portray a little bit.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was like the repetitive nature of just life, and then going to your job, constantly working, and then of course he dropped the stick onto like $2 or something.
Yeah, onto
so it's
the
like
tip that they didn't hand him, and they just like slid it through the window to let it fall on the ground.
Exactly. So it's like
rude.
Underappreciated. You feel like you're stuck in this place, which could also be depressing. So I wonder if this is mainly about depression. But yeah, I could see where his was coming from as well. I was just trying to figure out what all of them were. And then Jin, I don't remember seeing a lot of Jin.
A lot of Jin either. It's such an emotional roller coaster. Like, guys, we had to watch it twice.
Yeah, we watched it 2 times to try to get everything figured out.
I don't know, like...
The best we could, at least.
They're tackling a lot of issues that hit me really hard. I don't know what it is with BTS just trying to make me cry lately. After reading the lyrics, I did not expect a video to hit me that hard. I thought it was gonna just kind of reflect the lyrics, and it did not.
No, it really didn't. Yeah, watching it the second time through, I feel like we caught most things the first time, but I did not notice Jungkook in traffic. The way they made it looked like he stepped out himself, and he was not too concerned about the car that was approaching him. So that makes me feel like he just made the choice to. And Jin, with him, there was the shot, like they projected the flower onto his chest right here.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the beginning of the video, he had like kind of set it down, and then it was burning at one point. So I wonder if that's supposed to like resemble like a broken heart.
And like,
if they're part,
and like maybe blooming love as well.
yes, because like if they're all part of like, you know, that friend group like they were showing, and all of that stuff happened to all of them at some point, then of course like your heart would be crushed. It would be so much. He grew all this love for him, and then all this stuff happened, and then it just like destroyed it.
It was quite a roller coaster the way that they decided to depict everything, because they would go from the intense moments to those joyful, happy moments. And it definitely made it more shocking to me personally throughout the video. And I'm glad we watched it a second time, because it was a lot easier to piece together the individual storylines. Because initially it was just kind of a barrage of different things. I wasn't expecting to need to follow so many different things, but it's BTS, so I should have expected it. They're tackling a lot of really big issues in this one.
Yeah, it's like they decided, you know what? Let's just put all the most traumatic experiences for people into one video. Like it was everything. It was ridiculous.
I know, and I feel like it should come with like a content warning at the beginning, because maybe it would have steeled my heart a little bit more.
It won't change nothing. Hit too close to home.
Yeah, there were several things that just cut a little too deep. Yes, they are tackling a lot of very big issues that affect a lot of people in the world. I'm glad that they took such a big stance on telling so many different kinds of stories that could happen, because it seems crazy to see it all in one video, but things like that happen to people every day. I feel like it's really cool that they decided that these are all stories that need to be told.
What I kind of liked about it was the way that they did bounce back and forth between it, the good and the bad. That's just a lot of people's lives, is like these really good, these really high highs, and then the really low lows. And it's hard to like watch this and then see the highs and then see the lows and then see them let the lows consume them into making the choices that they did in the video. But I think that's part of like what they're trying to show, is like there's a lot of really, really good moments that you need to try to focus on and try not to let the lows get you, but that's not always the case. So when it comes to people around you, you just watch them, and if they are hitting a low and you notice it, then just try to be there for them the best you can, because everyone's going through so much stuff all the time that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah, because it's not like if somebody is going through something terrible, it's not like they're going to tell you about it. Especially not when you're back in like junior high and high school. People keep those things to themselves. They aren't just going to tell you about them. So remember to pay attention to the people that you love and check on them.
So if you made it this far, please consider liking and subscribing for the sake of her endless tears.
It just keeps happening now, guys. You didn't even warn me this time.
I guess we've gotten to that point in BTS. I'll actually purchase some tissues for once in our lives, and I'll have them sitting around.
We'll just have a box of tissues over here just for me.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yes, thank you guys so much. And remember that you're not alone, and we do love you.
We do. Love you very much. Please be safe. And we will see you in the next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.